Alrighty, we just got started. Welcome back again, everybody. Bugi is here. As always, we're going to take a look at exactly what we can do for the time being in Bitcoin as well as in cryptocurrencies. Welcome back, friends. It's going to be a great video today, and I hope you guys are having an awesome day and you have had an amazing Monday, right? This week is going to be a really interesting week because last week around Wednesday, we have had an incredible meeting, right? Right now, in this exact moment, we are seeing a lot of people fighting you, manipulating you, telling you all these stupid things that you should not be hearing, but only one thing and only. If you are fearful right now, there's a reason for it. If you want to sell right now, there's a reason for it. If you are not buying enough, there's a reason for it. So make sure to do not fall into the trap of selling your Bitcoins, trap of selling your altcoins, trap of selling everything and getting away from this business forever. And this is the time period where we are going through this exam, going through this test that life is providing to us. The life is asking us some questions regarding our future right now. And that question is, are you ready for any kind of action, for the upside or the downside? Are you ready right now? Are you ready if Bitcoin were to go down to 26,200? Were you able to buy it if it were to? Did you already buy it? Did you accumulate it? Did you follow your plan? These are some questions that every single person out there needs to answer. They need to answer to this. And they will. They have to, because at some point they're going to see this market to turn for the upsides and they are going to actually regret not listening to us in this exact moment. It's coming up, friends. It's going to be a quick move. I tell you what, I expect by next summer, we're going to see an immersive wave. We're going to see an incredible push for the upside. We're going to see an incredible pump. And by the time we look back at these moments, we're going to be like, oh my goodness, why didn't I buy more, bro? Why didn't you tell me to buy more, Bugi? Why aren't you buying this right now? That's the exact question that you guys are going to tell me. And I'm going to tell you, I told you so, bro. Come on, bro. Let's do this. Slowly, gradually accumulate by the time the indicators are giving us a buy signal. And that's exactly how we're going to make money. We're not going to make money by listening to CNBC. We're not going to make money by selling everything that we had and just listen to a bunch of noob YouTubers who wants to sell everything. That's not how we're going to really make money. I tell you what. The real way to make money is to counter trade any single person out there that is not buying with the greens and not selling with the reds. That's a simple way to make a shitload of money. Really easy, guys. Really easy. With the Megalodon 2.0 indicator, we can do this. Or without the Megalodon 2.0, we can do this. I just created this tool just to make it easier. I mean, I'm just going to be here every day telling you guys I'm doing what I do for a long time now by seeing all the cycles, living through a bear market, living through a bull market, and actually seeing, you know, how the network effects are actually shaping the way the transactions, the way the on-chain metrics are booming. That's what I am interested in. Because look, I tell you what, you could be a 30-year-old fund manager. You could be the brightest people out there. It does not fucking matter. This is a new animal that we do not have any clue about. This market is a different animal. It's a completely different animal. It's not something that you are used to, right? It is something that is extremely manipulated, and it's something that is whole purpose is to steal your money. I tell you that right now. So if you are getting into this market, welcome to Crypto Jungle, where all the monkeys are trying to basically steal your money, scam you, Ponzi you, and they want you to buy their shitcoin. That's what they want. They want you to buy their shitcoin. That's what they want. Not going to fall into that fucking trap, all right? Not with this community. It's not happening. We're going to get all the people in the cryptocurrency space to listen to this channel at some point in the future, just because we care about not only US, but also other countries. We care about US. Honestly, like the US ecosystem needs to be great. We care about that. And also the developing countries. Look at the developing countries. Their people are really poor. That's what we care about. We got to care about this country and also other countries. But look, I got to tell you one thing. This country is important too. That's why I'm making this in English. That's why we are talking about it. And that's why I'm here right now. I'm here right now because I want to provide this information to you guys in the United States, but also in other English-speaking communities, because we are all the same thing, all the same fucking animal. All the same thing. So that being the case, we got to make sure we educate a lot of people about these subjects. And we want to make sure they are not being scammed. They are not losing their money. They are not being shielded on all these pump and dump tokens, on all these projects whose their only purpose is to dump on you. So that being the case, we got to really make sure that every people who's out there is getting the message. So let's take a look at the news over here that we have for the time being, guys. The first news that we have is 300 community banks in the US preparing to start offering Bitcoin trading in 2022, right? In 2022, we're going to see a lot of US banks to be getting in to basically offer their services for Bitcoin trading. And that's a big news that we have. That's a tremendous news that we have. And a lot of more people are going to get into the ecosystem because they have to. It's a better currency than the fiat currencies. And you and I both know about this. But what else we got? Bitcoin network transaction volume surpasses AMAX, research shows. In an evening report, cryptocurrency investment firm NYDIG found the Bitcoin network surpassed $3 trillion in transaction last year. Which is really fascinating, right? It's really fascinating. There's a lot of people getting into the game, and a lot of people are trying to scam you out of your money. That's a simple reality. But look, if you're sticking with Bitcoin, it's the one, for sure. If you want to maximize it, you're doing something good. But also other altcoins that are changing the world. You know, they are new innovative products. Of course, we're going to support them. You know, they're here for decentralization. Singapore firm uses blockchain to battle counterfeit COVID-19 jabs. This is also pretty interesting. We also have from the FTX raising $400 million at $32 billion valuation. When we take a look at the Bitcoin's chart, for the time being, we see one thing. And that thing is, we are in an incredible support location, and a great buying opportunity is coming up right now. And we are seeing that in the global markets as well. If you take a look at the charts right now in the global markets, in the proxies that we have, in S&P, in IWO, in Dow Jones, we have an interesting buying setup. They came in. Right now, we already went up a little bit. So we'll see what happens if we consolidate tomorrow or not, whatnot. So we're taking our time to accumulate that 5%, as you guys know. And I want to talk about that in tomorrow's live stream. I want to talk about whether I accumulated those names or not, because I'm thinking about doing it tonight or maybe tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But look, 5% every week. That's what we have been doing. We have 70% cash right now. We have actually went into cash back in the November timeframe. As you guys know, around the 21st of November, we went into cash. And right now we are waiting. But we are slowly, gradually getting in, just because I want to show you guys how that works. So we have a new month coming up, and it's going to be really important. And I think this month is going to be a lot better than the last month. So we'll see what happens this month. But before we get into the month today, I want you guys to remember one thing. Make sure to come back at the game tomorrow in 2 or 3 days, because anything can change in 2 or 3 days, and we can actually start going up or going down, or some shit happens, right? So anything can happen. Just make sure you come back at the game tomorrow, whatever you do, and minimize your risk. And by the time we understand the trend, it's probably going to be too late to buy for a lot of people, but we already bought it, right? We already bought at least 30% to make sure we have this skin in the game, but we also aware of the fact that we can drop like a rock, which is a small possibility in my book. But we'll see what happens. My opinion, I think we're not going to go down to 26,200, but if you do, I'm going to put in another 20% and still going to have that 50% cash, just because if we drop down to 11K, that's the strategy. If you go up, I think we're going to go up to a little bit higher right now to like 50K, and then maybe we see a drop. But that's what I'm thinking. Or maybe right now we're going to pull down tomorrow in the stock market, and Bitcoin needs to pull down a little bit to test that 35K again. Who knows? The point of the matter is we're still in the accumulation area, and we still want to accumulate 5% this week, as we are in a great location. That being the case, I will see you guys tomorrow on another video, as always, around 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard. No, actually 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take it easy for now, everybody. Tomorrow at 10:30.